Today's release, Sedona Method release, is on missing out on Bitcoin. And so we might say to ourselves, it's only money, it doesn't matter. And oh, who wants to do that? It's much more useful to do proper work instead of just buying something, or it's all going to fall apart. So we might use all kinds of devices to stop ourselves feeling bad about missing out. Yet when we read the news headlines or we hear about somebody else, we get that stab in the belly or the heart, wherever it happens for you. And also, when we feel like this, we feel like we've missed out on something, it can be very easy to get tempted to make a really bad decision, just to pile in at the wrong time. And then you'll end up losing, because that's not how you make money. You might be lucky, but it's generally not a good idea. So what do we do if we've missed out on a nice opportunity like that, and we feel like we shouldn't be worrying about it, we should forget it, but we're not forgetting it at all. It's playing on our minds, it's hurting, it's kind of obsessing us. Well, that's what this process is for. So let's get started. So just allow yourself just to be as you are in this moment. Just stop and just notice whatever's here for you, any body sensations, any thoughts, feelings, even thoughts about watching the video, or maybe I've reminded you of something about Bitcoin that you'd hoped you'd forgotten. And just allow whatever it is just to be welcome here. We don't have to do anything with it. We just allow it to be welcome here. And then just cast your mind back to when you were last disturbed by this missing out. We'll call it Bitcoin. You could apply it to anything. It could be a share or a job or a house or something like that. And just acknowledge that memory. Just bring that picture back into your mind. Maybe a friend told you how much money they'd made or something like that. And just bring that to mind. And then just notice again how you feel about that. What's here? Pictures, sensations, sounds. Notice any stories, judgments and conclusions that might be here related to this. I should have. If only. Imagining how you'd feel if you'd made the right decision. And just allow those thoughts and feelings, sensations, just to be here. Your mind might wander towards, how am I going to do better next time, or how am I going to make the same amount of money, or whatever it is. And just allow it to be here. And then just notice or allow any sense that you have to do something with this, that you have to take some action, that you have to go back into the market, that you have to find a better way of making money so that you can compete. Just whatever comes, and really whatever it is welcomed here. You can have some really awful thoughts and they're absolutely welcomed here. Just notice any and all sense of thinking you have to do something with whatever's here. Have to feel better, have to get rid of it, have to be stronger, have to be more disciplined, have to let go. And then just welcome that. And then just notice any wanting to hold on to however you feel. Often we want to hold on so that we feel like it'll make us get into action. So welcome any sense that you need to hold on to these feelings about missing out, about losing out. Sense that there's something to be learned, something like that. And just allow that to be here. And then welcome your resistance to how you feel, how uncomfortable it is. It's like, oh, not this again. And just allow it, just for now, to be as uncomfortable as it is. Welcome any and all resistance to how you feel. And that might include projecting it into the future. Oh, this is going to get worse. What'll happen next time? That kind of thing. So just welcome that up. And then just take a look. Does this feel like it's personal, that it's about you or who you are? And that question refers to things like that you're the center of this, that you were the one who missed out, that it's always happens to you, or that it's especially difficult for you, anything like that. And we don't have to do anything with this, we're just welcoming it. So just allow yourself just to sink into that for a while as best you can. And then could you, just in the sense of would it be possible to just let some or all of this just unwind, dissolve and relax? Just allow some of it just to soften, might be all of it, but however much is willing to just unwind, let go, just allow it to do that. And if you could do that, would you do that? And when? And as always with the Sedona Method, if there's ever an answer that comes that's no, I can't allow that, I can't welcome it, I can't even acknowledge it, and I definitely can't let it go, then we just allow the no and just say, just no. And just allow yourself to say no to the question. It's absolutely welcomed here to say yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. It really doesn't matter which one comes. And then just check in, how are you doing? And we'll go through the process again, maybe with some slightly different questions. Bring up the memory of when you were last disturbed by this, of when you maybe saw a headline or heard from a friend about how much they'd made on Bitcoin, and you went through that process of thinking, oh, if only I'd done that, I would have XX dollars or euros now. Or more likely, I would have solved this problem. I could have bought, I could have. So just allow yourself to be present with what it means to you. This missing out, what does it mean to you? What could you have done if you'd made a different decision? And then as best you can, just allow whatever comes up just to be here, just to be welcome. And then welcome any sense that you have to do anything with this. that you have to face it, that you have to process it, that you have to get rid of it. And again, just allow whatever that missing out means, just to be here, whatever that means to you. I could have. Welcome any stories, judgments and conclusions, and if you can't welcome them, just acknowledge them. What this means about you. And just give them as much space as you possibly can right now. Just allow them to be here. All of those thoughts, all of the pictures, all of the sensations, all of the stories, all of the judgments are all welcome here, however much they might seem strange or irrelevant or ridiculous. It's all welcome. So just allow that to be here. And then just notice any wanting to hold on to any of this, to find the explanation or any other reason you might want to hold on. And just also allow yourself to resist this as much as you might be right now. It's like, I don't want to think about this won't work, blah, blah, blah. And just allow yourself any and all resistance you have right now to what you're feeling about what this means. And then could you just for now, is it possible to just let some or all of that just unwind, dissolve, release? Would you do that? And when? So let's just check in and see how we're doing. How disturbed are you right now by the Bitcoin price or whatever it is you're working with? So maybe it feels a lot lighter, I hope so, maybe not. So we'll do another round of releasing, letting go on this. So again, bring it to mind. This missing out, this decision that you could have made that would have been so good. And just allow yourself to feel whatever you feel about that. Notice the stories. Notice the judgments, sensations, pictures, sounds. And just as best you can, whatever makes up that story, could you just allow it to be here? And then welcome, or just allow, any feelings of wanting to control. Any wanting to control the markets. Any wanting to control yourself. And just allow yourself to want to control as much as you do right now, if it's here. And notice any wanting to be controlled by this situation. Wanting to be limited by it in a way, wanting to have it sort of restrict and restrain you. And then just for now, could you just let go of wanting to control yourself, wanting to control the markets, or wanting to be controlled? Could you just let all of that just unwind and dissolve? And then notice any wanting approval, wanting to be loved, wanting to be liked. Maybe you think if you hadn't missed out on this thing that you would be more loved, more approved of. Just allow it to be here. And notice if there's wanting disapproval, a little bit of antagonism. And just allow that to be here too. Even wanting to disapprove of yourself. So just allow that whole spin of wanting approval, wanting to be loved, wanting to be disapproved of, wanting to love yourself as well. And then could some of that just unwind, dissolve and let go as well? Could that just disappear? Could it let go? And then just welcome, allow, notice any wanting security around this topic. Any feelings that if things had been different, you'd be safe. Things would be more certain and you'd be secure. And just allow yourself to just want security. Just allow it, I just want some security. And just allow that want to be here. It's all welcome. And then on the other side of that, just notice any wanting insecurity. And that often comes out as just wanting to give up and die. And I don't mean suicidal ideation, I just mean that point where it's just like, I've just had enough, I give up. There's no point. Sort of an apathy feeling. So if that's there, could you just allow that to be here too? Just welcome it. Just those sequences of thoughts, the pictures, sensations, stories, judgments. And so just allow yourself any and all wanting around security, wanting to be secure, wanting to be insecure, I give up. And then could you just let some or all of that just dissolve a little, loosen, unwind. And then what's left of this? Could you just notice how personal it feels? That it's about you, that you did it, it means something about you, all of that, it's all welcomed here. And could you just allow that all the space it desires, all the space it needs just to come up into consciousness and just be fully allowed. And then could that just let go? Could it just unwind? And then wherever you are with this process right now, could you just allow yourself to just be exactly as you are? Whether it's released, whether it hasn't released, whether you're feeling an expansion or whether you're thinking, what the hell was that? Just allow it, it's all welcome. And then maybe just take a step back from your experience and just notice what it's all appearing in or on. If that's easy for you, don't worry about it if it's not there. And then just notice that what all of this appears in or on never really changes and is actually never disturbed by anything. But don't take my word for that, it's experiential. So just wherever you are with that, it's just fine as it is. And so just to conclude, just allow yourself just to be exactly as you are, right here, right now. And whatever thoughts, feelings, sensations, stories, judgments, whatever's rising up into consciousness, could you just welcome it, allow it to be here, just allow it to take up as much space as it needs, and then to dissolve and unwind. And again, you can always just say no. It's always about your own experience, never about trying to convince yourself of anything. Just wherever you are now is perfect. So I hope that helped. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.